In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about wearing a waistcoat, incorporating it into your style. Yes, waistcoats. Yes, you heard me correctly. If this sounds like something you're interested in, you should definitely keep watching. Hi people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Faith, men's personal stylist and shopper based in Lagos, Nigeria. Today's video is inspired by a question I received from one of my favorite YouTube subscribers, Mo. That's the name. She asked the question, I think in 2019. I'm so sorry this video is coming so late. And she asked about how to style waistcoats. And it has taken me this long because I was waiting to have everything in place, have a model to show you how it's going to look on the model's body. But see, time waits for no man, and we're going to learn everything about styling a waistcoat, incorporating it into your outfits more, because what I notice is that many people just keep their waistcoats at the back of their wardrobe. If you have a three-piece suit, you just wear it occasionally. If you've done groomsmen duty, you literally just keep your waistcoat and it's not useful to you. But do you know that that piece of clothing, that accessory, it is an accessory, it is such a versatile piece that you can incorporate into your day-to-day style? Yes, I'm going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about owning a waistcoat, yes, shopping one, the fit guide, buttoning rules, how to wear it formally, how to wear it casually, and how to pair it with your trousers, your shoes, your accessories. Honestly, this video is going to be so much fun. Stick around, guys. So let's go straight into things that you need to consider before choosing or shopping a waistcoat. The most important thing that you need to consider is the fit of your waistcoat. It is so important that you get a waistcoat that fits your body properly. The way the waistcoat is designed, anytime you have one on, it becomes the center of attraction. All of a sudden, we're not seeing any other thing. We are looking at your waistcoat. So if it is boxy, we are going to notice. If it is too tight, we are going to notice. If the buttons are pulling, that means it's too tight, and we are going to notice that something is off. You want your waistcoat to sit right on your body. It should be flat at the shoulders, and the armhole should be spacious enough for you to move, but not too big that we are seeing excess fabric, and also not too tight. I'm putting pictures so that you can see what I mean. Also, you want to consider the length of your waistcoat because you want it to fall right on your waist, especially when you are dressing it up with a formal attire. We don't want to see your belt when you're wearing your waistcoat, okay? Another thing is that it should have a trim fit at the midsection area of your body, because the function of a waistcoat is to cinch your waist. So it's giving us this figure, especially if you're not athletic. All right, if you've got a different physique type that is not athletic and everything is proportionate, a waistcoat is your friend because it's going to give you proportion, it's going to give balance to your physique type. Another thing is that it should follow the curve of your back, and that is where I'm talking about not being too tight, neither should it be too boxy. It should lie flat on your back. And finally, for you to determine whether it's too tight or too loose, we always have the back strap on any waistcoat. Some come with buttons, some come with an adjustable strap. You can adjust the strap so that it fits your body nicely. But what you don't want to achieve when you're wearing a waistcoat is to have your buttons pulling, like showing that the buttons are too tight. That way your waistcoat outfit begins to look tacky. Okay, so you don't want it to be too tight and you don't want it to be too loose. Now let's go to what you should consider when you are shopping your waistcoats. You want to consider fabrics. So the trick with waistcoats is that the fabric, the textures, the colors, and the pattern on that waistcoat is what you would exploit to your own advantage. For instance, if you want to include something interesting into your outfit, maybe you're wearing a plain suit in navy or something, and you want to include something very interesting to that outfit, you can wear a patterned checkered waistcoat, and all of a sudden it gives your outfit a different look. You know, it gives a pop of something, and we are looking what's going on. It's just the waistcoat that comes with that pattern. However, when you are choosing patterns for your waistcoat and you're choosing fabrics to wear with a suit, you want to make sure that the fabrics are very close to each other, meaning that you are choosing similar fabrics or fabrics that look like they are similar when you are wearing them. In terms of textures and thickness as well, you want to apply the same rule. So you don't want to wear a very thick waistcoat on a very light jacket. It kind of causes imbalance in the entire outlook and your entire outfit. So you are balancing proportions, you are balancing textures, you are also balancing or you're contrasting patterns. So when you're wearing plain suit, you can do your checkered waistcoat, and if you're doing a checkered suit, you can do a plain waistcoat. I'm still going to talk about how to incorporate waistcoats into your casuals, but I'm starting with the formals. Let's go to your trousers. There's a school of thought that you shouldn't wear belts with your waistcoat, and that is for your formal outfits, because we don't want any bulk around your waist. We want the waistcoat to just lie flat on your waistband. So you want to make sure that the waistcoat falls right on your trouser. What I would advise if you are incorporating waistcoats into your formal outfit is that you wear a trouser that comes with adjustable bands, okay? Something you can easily adjust without you having to use a belt. However, when it comes to your casual outfit, you can use a belt. What I even noticed with incorporating waistcoats into casual wear is that most times many people don't let the waistcoat fall on their waist, so it is literally looking like it's short and it's skimpy and we can see the belt. That is very intentional. It shows that they have tried to dress down the waistcoat and they are making it a casual piece, because originally a waistcoat is mostly a formal item, but now because of the introduction of textures, we have denim waistcoats, we have corduroy waistcoats, we have different patterns of waistcoats. Now we are able to wear it in casual ways, and for people to show that it is really casual, they are bending some of the rules that comes with how your waistcoat should fit on your body. So if you're going casual, you're wearing it with jeans, you're wearing it with corduroy pants, you're wearing it with chinos, it's okay for you to let us see your belt and make the waistcoat a bit shorter. Now let's also talk about choosing the right waistcoat for your physique type. So a waistcoat will usually come in single breasted, meaning that all buttons are on one line, and double breasted, meaning that there are buttons on two sides, just as you would have it in suits. So depending on what look you're going for, the single breasted and the double breasted perform different functions. The double breasted waistcoat is seen to be more formal than the single breasted, which is the opposite of what obtains when you're wearing a suit. The double breasted seems to be a little less formal and it can be dressed down, but with a waistcoat the reverse is the case. When you're wearing a double breasted waistcoat, you look more formal than when you're wearing a single breasted waistcoat. Another thing is that waistcoats will usually come with or without lapels, and the choice of the style of lapel, whether you want it to come with a lapel or without a lapel, or even the style of the lapel, whether you want it to be notch or peak or shawl, is going to literally depend on you. If you're going for anything that is curved, we have some waistcoats that come with a U shape. These waistcoats are reserved for formal attire, so like your black tie, you're getting married, you are on a groomsman duty kind of thing. Those kind of waistcoats are very difficult to dress down, so they are mostly formal. Unlike if you've got a high-rise single breasted pointed bottom waistcoat, that one you can easily dress it down, you can easily wear it with different things however you like. Now let's go to buttoning rules for your waistcoat. So most times waistcoats, especially the ones that are high rise, that's where I was talking about the cut and rise of the waistcoat, whether it is low rise, meaning that it cuts really down, it could be V cut, it could be U cut, but it's really down, so that even when you're wearing a suit jacket on it, sometimes we may not know that you are wearing your waistcoat, okay? Unlike the high rise, we would definitely see that you are wearing a waistcoat because it's starting at the top, and those ones usually come with several buttons, like 6 buttons. It's okay, 6 is okay. Don't go for a waistcoat that has more than 6 buttons because that's like an overkill. 5 or 6 buttons is fine. So now let's talk about which buttons should you leave done or undone, or should you fasten all your buttons? Well, almost the same buttoning rules of suit jackets apply with waistcoats. The only one that is similar actually is that your lower button should be left undone. However, I have seen people fasten all the buttons on their single-breasted waistcoats and they don't look bad at all, okay? But it has to depend on you. The only reason why it is advisable for you to unbutton your last button is for comfort, because they're thinking when you sit down, you don't want to be fighting for air around your tummy. You want to be flexible. That is the only rationale behind undoing your last button. Also, I have seen people say that you can undo the first button of your waistcoat, as you would see when you're wearing a single-breasted 2-button jacket, where you can unbutton the first or you can undo the last one. But I think that it looks, only if you're dressing casual. I feel like if you're wearing your waistcoat for a formal outfit, I don't think it's okay for you to undo the first button. That's just my opinion. I don't think it looks well put together. When you're going casual, sometimes it's fine sometimes. I've even seen some casual waistcoat styling where the first button is undone and it still looks tacky to me. But I think that can work. That can still pass. But if you're styling your waistcoat for a formal outfit, I would honestly recommend that you fasten your first button, and if you like, you can unfasten the last button. Now let's talk about styling your waistcoat, which is one reason I think many of you have come to watch this video. How should you style your waistcoat? The first and simplest way to style your waistcoat is to wear it with the rest of a 3-piece suit if it comes with one. So if you buy a 3-piece suit, please wear your waistcoat as often as you can. Some of the reasons why I would advise you wear your waistcoat is that it has an extra layering and it honestly amps your formal outfit. It makes you look more sophisticated than if you wore your 3-piece suit without the waistcoat. So it just gives this immediate vavavoom. You know, people are like, oh, who is this guy that is dressed from head to toe, all complete and all of that? So it gives this completion to your overall outfit. But when you are wearing your waistcoat with a suit, what I would not recommend is for you to wear the waistcoat of one suit with another suit in a different color that looks similar. This is what I mean. So you have this 3-piece suit that is in navy, and then you have another shade of blue, all right, that is looking like it's navy but it's not entirely navy. Like when you bring them together, you can see there's a difference in the colors. And now you take the waistcoat of this navy that is actual navy to pair it with another blue. It is going to look very off. So what you want to do is you want to wear the waistcoat that comes with a particular 3-piece together. However, if you have a 2-piece and you want to incorporate a waistcoat with it, what you want to do is to take that 2-piece suit to the fabric store or to wherever you're getting your waistcoat and see that you find something that closely matches it. Because if you're trying to wear a 3-piece formal suit, we are going to notice that something is off. Maybe the fabrics are not the same, the textures are not the same, all the colors are not the same. However, you can incorporate another waistcoat from one 3-piece suit to another 3-piece suit. If they are of different colors, you are contrasting either in colors or you are contrasting in terms of textures. Like I shared earlier, you can incorporate a checkered waistcoat into a plain suit and vice versa. So that's how you can do it, by bringing external waistcoats to combine with a suit. Okay, another way to style your waistcoat is to ditch the jacket entirely and wear your waistcoat with the suit trouser. Like the picture of my husband, you can see, pardon my brother in that picture, I don't know why my husband did not take a full picture of himself in this ensemble. Okay, so you can wear the waistcoat itself without the jacket. And as you can see from that picture as well, you can ditch your shirt and use a turtleneck to dress down your formal outfit but still showing that you are looking very smart. So in that picture, you will see that he's wearing his Oxford shoes. You can do that. However, you can switch it up again and take off the Oxford shoes, wear some Chelsea boots or wear monk shoes to just dress it down a little bit further. Can you see that? Okay, another thing is that anytime you're styling your waistcoat, it is advisable that you are wearing a button down shirt. If you now want to switch it up to make it look casual, you can do away with Oxford dress shirts and go for something like the granddad collar shirt or button down shirts that don't necessarily have the very formal collar official look. All right, I don't think waistcoats look nice with shirts that don't come with collars. Honestly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's something about wearing your waistcoat with a collared shirt of some sort. Now we are going to the casual way of wearing your waistcoat. The first way, especially if you are breaking into waistcoats and you're trying your hands on it for the first time and you just want to look casual but not too casual, what you can do is you can roll up your sleeves. Yes, roll up your sleeves, wear your waistcoat, and you'll be looking like you've been doing some huge work all day, but you know that you're just styling it. All right, another thing is that you can wear your waistcoat with your striped shirt, your patterned shirt. Again, what what you want to do is to contrast patterns, you want to contrast colors, and you want to contrast textures. Okay, when you are also going for a casual waistcoat outfit, what you want to keep in mind is that you don't want two things to be fighting for attention. So it's either you keep your shirt simple in terms of textures and patterns and colors, or you keep your waistcoat simple. If your waistcoat is heavily patterned and all, you want to pair it with a plain shirt or something with something very simple, like less stripes, less patterns, less anything. That's where you'll be creating a balance in textures and patterns. I've said already that you can pair your waistcoats with jeans. I've put in some pictures for you to see how you can pair your waistcoat. Now let's talk about shoes. I've mentioned that when you want to dress down your formal waistcoat outfit, you can ditch the Oxfords and you can wear your boots, you can wear Chelsea boots. Other types of shoes that you can wear include your lace-up boots. Lace-up boots are actually made for waistcoat outfits. Trust me, lace-up boots are made for waistcoat outfits. They just match. They give this cowboy effect. It's always very nice. You can also wear your loafers. I've seen some pictures of people dressed in waistcoats with their loafers. It's not so common, but it's something you can pull off. Now, for whether you can wear sneakers with your waistcoat or not, I think it will really depend on the level of casualness of that waistcoat, because I don't see sneakers working with waistcoat. That's just it just looks. Please try it out and let me know. If you've seen anyone wear it, let me also know. I don't think it works, but it's something you can try out. But if you're doing it, I'm very sure you're wearing a very, very casual waistcoat, a casual vest or something, that you'll be able to pull off a pair of sneakers with it. However, if you ever think of experimenting with sneakers, I think you should start with the low top sneakers, maybe in white. I think you should play it safe like that and let me know how it goes. Now, to wrap up, I'm going to share some final tips to bear in mind when you are wearing your waistcoats. Number one, when you're dressed in a formal double-breasted suit, don't wear a double-breasted waistcoat, because it becomes too double-breasted and too serious. Like, it just doesn't work. So match your double-breasted suit with a single-breasted waistcoat and vice versa. Number two is that you shouldn't use a tie bar with your waistcoat, especially when you are dressed formally. You can also wear your ties when you are dressed casually. Maybe you're wearing some less formal shirts with your waistcoat and chinos. You can use a tie to give us something else, to add a pop of something else to your outfit. But whatever you do, don't use a tie bar anytime you have a waistcoat on. And the reason is because a tie bar and a waistcoat are performing the same function of holding your tie in place. Once you do that, you are already over accessorized. And the final thing is that you should experiment with waistcoats. Okay, experiment. If you don't try it, you will never know how good you look in it. And anytime you're wearing it as well, try to unbutton your suit jacket. Let people know that you've gone through the effort of wearing a waistcoat. I hope you found this helpful. I know it's a lot, it's a mouthful of information, but I think this is going to help you to incorporate waistcoats more. Always consider the fabric, the textures. Contrast is very important when you are pairing your waistcoats with a jacket and a shirt. Make sure you're not using a tie bar with your tie anytime you have a waistcoat on, and try as much as possible to make sure we are not seeing your shirt or your belt when you're dressing a waistcoat up with a formal outfit. You can relax the rules a bit when you're dressing your waistcoats for casual outfits and just have fun with waistcoats. I hope you've loved this video. If there's any other style topic that you want me to address for men, let me know in the comment section, and I just might do a video answering your question. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have loved it. If you have, let me know in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up so it can reach more men like you. Don't forget to share this video with a man around you, especially one that is very keen to try out waistcoats. And if you are new here and you have watched till this point, I want to say a big thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you are updated every single time I drop a video. Till I come your way again, it's bye for now.